Thank you, Deputy Speaker. I rise this evening to extend the celebrations that occurred last Friday evening, which was the Stay Afloat Tasmanian Seafood Industry Council Awards for 2021, and this being my first Seafood Industry Awards, I can say that it was an exceptional experience that brought together the industry across Tasmania to celebrate what has been a hard year for some, but to bring a highlight to the incredible operators and fishers across Tasmania that bring seafood not only to our tables but across the country and across the world. What I wanted to do first was to acknowledge the venue that hosted this incredible awards and the partnership that's formed between TISIC and Nairi Niara at the Longhouse. For those that don't know, just behind Hunter Street where I went to art school, Evan Street behind the Longhouse has been constructed there, and this is incredible social enterprise which means good spirit. And I'd have to say that this partnership between the Seafood Industry Council and the Tasmanian Aboriginal community here in this enterprise is a beautiful way to present and to consider and reflect on the culture of fisheries and the future of fisheries together. And one of the things that I loved about the evening was the arrival on the platform just prior to entering the formal room. They'd laid out sand on the concrete pad and built fire. And for anyone that knows me knows that my spirit is refuelled with fire, and there's nothing better than an experience, I think, to enjoy seafood, perhaps on the beach camping. You've had a weekend of fishing, and on the fire or by the barbecue, you cook up, as we were presented on Friday evening, beautiful Tasmanian abalone, whether it be oysters, whether it be periwinkles, that were cooked over fire on Friday evening. And it was just a beautiful introduction to the whole celebration that once in the formal room, we had perhaps what for me was one of the most profound welcome to countries. And it was the incredible Ruth Langford that took us through almost a navigated meditation to internalise and reflect on the past, on country, on community and culture, and to take that through our experience of the evening. So it was just a really beautiful platform and foundation for celebrating what is a great industry in Tasmania. And I want to acknowledge the work of Stay Afloat, again in partnering with TISIC and in particular RAW, Rural Alive and Well, the work that they do not only across our fishers in Tasmania but in other primary industries, in agriculture and just generally in rural and regional communities across Tasmania. An incredible organisation that is really making a difference to the mental health support for regional and rural Tasmanians, and in particular the work that they do supporting suicide prevention. So what I'm loving is I'm learning and meeting with and engaging with and understanding more these incredible industries, is the partnerships and the working together and the supporting of each other that's happening. I wanted to make a shout out, given that I'm the member for Bass, for a local business that was recognised on the evening, and as Small Business Shadow Minister, it was in fact the Small Business Award for Kiema Seafoods in Launceston. To Zach and to Christy, congratulations. The work that you do to share stories and share understanding of the local nature of the seafood that you can put on the table of local Tasmanians is incredible, and it was lovely that you were recognised on Friday evening. So for me, it was a really lovely night. What I am getting to understand more and more that the seafood industry, our fishing community, is all about family. It's all about community. It's all around support and people being particularly and most often in our rural and regional communities together. And what TISIC have done and continue to do to support this industry and to put on these awards to celebrate all of the good things, I think should be commended. One of the people that I've met through this process, when I've met with either Julian, the CEO of TISIC, or the Chair, Lindsay Newman, was to witness the awarding and the recognition of Lindsay Newman. Over 15 years service to TISIC, and it was lovely. He's been really kind to me in helping me understand on the fast track lots that there is to know about the industry, and it was really lovely. And you can tell from everybody in the room their warmth warmth and their respect for him and for the service that he has provided, often on long miles, travelling in from the West Coast into other parts of Tasmania to support the industry that he loves. And finally, the awards occurred on Friday last week, which was World Salmon Day, and it was lovely to see Huon Aquaculture recognised for their commitment to the many people, often young people in rural and region Tasmania, and their safety on work sites. Huon recognised for the Safety Award, and it's not just about the care and the provision of safety on site, but for particularly around the development and the tech that they actually are leading not only across the country but across the world in the provision of their strong workforce. So it was a really incredible evening. It was lovely to be able to celebrate what for some has been a difficult year. As I said, I love that this industry is about family and community, but it's also about characters. Squizzy Taylor was recognised, and I love that the industry is so diverse that in one moment we can be recognising research and development, and on the other, the best fish and chips in Tasmania. So shout out to TISIC, to Stay Afloat, and to Rural Alive and Well, to ROA, for the incredible work that you do and for the industry that was celebrated last Friday evening.